The funny thing is, along the whole way, especially at the beginning, Christy was like, there's 2 million apps in the App Store. Can't be that hard.
Yeah.
And it was that hard. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to anyone. It absolutely was that hard. But to begin with nothing and no knowledge, she just started with like YouTube and then started finding contractors on like Upwork and Fiverr, those platforms where you can find people. And the actual solution that she came up with in the end was she found a web agency and swapped time for code in the end. She did their marketing. She's a really talented marketer. And they built the first iteration that went on the Google Play Store back in, I think it would have been like November 2015. And she was just like set up as a sole trader at that point. We didn't really know what we were doing at all, but it was a beginning. Yeah. And the key thing for success at that very front point, she knew from the marketing perspective, was like to do a product launch and to be successful, you need to have excitement building already. So she knew how to generate excitement on Instagram. She started reaching out to people, started talking about her app, was showing screenshots of what it could look like. And on the first day that she launched, she made $10,000.
Wow.
And that was a one-off purchase. And that's literally all from generating interest before launch, pre-launch.
So you approached me the way I remember it, and you were operating as a sole trader. And then I'm like, oh, okay, there was a lot of opportunities here, a lot of things we can be looking at in the tax side of things, structuring side of things, R&D, all these things. So what was it that, how do you think the accounting journey for you was, how did that hinder or support the growth of the business?
My background's finance. So I did 10 years working with financial advisors and accountants. I knew a lot. I knew enough to be dangerous, is the way I like to put it. Yep. One of the things I knew is that we needed to structure something, because if we want to be successful, which was the plan to be successful, pun intended,
yes,
is we need to do it right from the beginning. And that was a hard choice, because we knew being a sole trader doesn't cost you really anything.
That's right, low cost.
So you're set up. But if we want to be a business, you need to be a company. And I knew I didn't know how to set any of that up. And I knew you. Yeah. Johnny, help me out.
Give me a buzz. Yeah. So you guys come in and we're like, okay, we had some problem. Like if I look at the journey from startup to exit, and what was the theme from my perspective for you as a client, it was how are we going to always get plan over these constant hurdles and setbacks. And this is what like startup life is like. It's like setback, financial constraint, profit and loss issues. And it's like, how do we fight all those battles whilst trying to build this killer business? And, like one of our earliest hurdles was Christy's working, but she's not getting paid because she's working for someone in lieu of code or in lieu of the app getting developed, yet she's in an R&D space. And then how do we codify this, and how do we do the accounting around that, and how do we get the tax incentives? And it's like we had to literally go to the drawing board from day one to get the accounting right, so you guys could get the support you were entitled to.
One of the things that we explored with you was how we would set up the business ownership structure, and we talked about having a family trust at one point, and for a multitude of reasons that didn't really make a lot of sense. Yep. And we also talked about simplicity, because we wanted it to be very easy for us to manage.